Hi, fam. It's that lady. Y'all all right? Okay. Okay. It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. First, um, this platform is for us, by us, about us. These are our conversations, our dialogues, our comments. This is a safe space for Black people, Black Americans, Black people, even the Black diaspora to a degree. But for us to have open conversations, to chop it up. Now, um, let's not forget that we are a people, we are a community, we are a force in this country, Black Americans, and in the world. We have our own anthems, we have our own flag, we have our own spending power. We are a dynamic global social culture with $1 trillion spending power in the world. So let's not sleep on that, okay? It's time for us to wake up to the power that we truly are. We move the needle as Black Americans. We move the needle. We affect the country. There it is. So while they want to stick that minority thing on us, we may be minority in this continent, but we are majority in the world. Nothing else. Recap. Let's do a quick recap. We at the start at this 26, we talked about Persian. Go back and watch that so you know what it's about. It's vital. It's something we all need to do. The last one I did, I was talking to you guys about the Black diaspora policing. Let people be who they are. Just let people be who they are, okay? That's how we're going to stop this division amongst ourselves. Just let people be who they are. Now, today, what I want to chop it up about in this few little seconds with this one is Hollywood. Hollyweird, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it is a massive, massive thing in the world, and we have got to address it because as a Black community, it affects us. Hollywood controls our narrative. It controls how people in the world see us because they put out the images of us. That is it. That is why it is necessary for us to have that conversation, okay? This conversation. Hollywood started out not even as a movie theater powerhouse. It started out as a subdivision. Yeah. 1887. Look it up. Google it. I'm telling you, I did. Okay. When I was led to do this, that's what made me do a quick study of this, because it started out as a subdivision. All right. Can you believe that? Real estate. But then it became a town. All right. In 1900s, 1902, 3, something like that. And then it merged with LA in 1910 or whatever. Yeah. So it's relatively, Hollywood ain't always been there. And then they developed their first film studio, like a year or so later in the 1910, 11, 12, something like. So that's the timeline for Hollywood. In other words, they haven't been there that long. It is 2026, and Hollywood became a studio in 1911. Now, if we do that math, how many years it's been around? Oh yeah, I still use calculators. What y'all talking about? You good, do. I do. And it's 1911. I want to say 1911. Wow. It's barely 100 years old. In other words, Hollywood is just about the same age as America. Maybe a year younger. It's like the younger sister to America. But it has affected and infected the world when it comes down to Black Americans. Now, why is this so important? Because Hollywood is a propaganda machine. Just like Hitler used all of that sort of thing with the Nazis, Hollywood has used that to what? Poison the wider world's view of Black Americans. It has caused it to see us as thugs, prostitutes, drug dealers. It never tells our truth. It never tells the truth about what really happened in Tulsa. It never tells the truth or show you what the Harlem Renaissance really was. It never tells you the truth about what happened in the Seminole Wars. And it's damn sure not going to do a documentary about the Deacons. Okay? I have to tell you about that one in another one, because it keeps falling out, right? But it is a powerful propaganda machine. It has been used and weaponized since their first film, The Birth of a Nation. Remember that? Piece of racist. And it has, from The Birth of a Nation, their first film, to the whitewashing they do in history. Okay? Everybody should know by now. Cleopatra wasn't a white woman. While she might not have been an African American, she damn sure wasn't a white woman. But all we ever know is, what's her name? Elizabeth Taylor. Everybody seems to think Moses really was Charlton Heston. Yeah, and Pharaoh really was. Yeah, Yul Brynner. Everybody really thinks this stuff. I know y'all don't know these people, but I'm that old. Okay? Yeah. I watch Yul Brynner on a Western and turn around and he is Pharaoh, Ramesses over in Egypt. See, why is that so important? Because you got to understand, if they're whitewashing history, what makes you think you're going to get the real truth from people that won't tell the truth? And why is that important to black people? Because we have got to control our narrative now. We are massive in the global world. They're rapping in other countries. They're wearing our styles. They're singing our songs. Come on now, South Korea with y'all K-pop. But you see what I'm saying? We have got to control our narrative. We have got to control our narrative. And why is that so important? Because we must begin to stand not just in our spending power, but in our consumer power, in our producing power, in our GDP. All right? So how do you fight that? Stop taking everything they put out for truth. You got to understand everything you see on TV is not real. Some of these sitcoms, y'all really think people live like that in 30 minutes? Seriously? Stop it. Research. Go look some shit up. Stop believing everything they show you. Next, you got to demand the truth. Okay? Even if you can't go see it on TV for truth, go look some shit up. And demand the truth from the producers. Okay? Support Ryan Coogler's and all of these people out there. Support them. Support the black effort to put truth out there. All right? And then we want to boycott the lies. Boycott the lies. Stop sitting down taking in all of this shit that they put out. I remember a time when we watched TV, there were at least 17, 20, 30, whatever black shows we can watch in a week. Now you cannot turn on a TV and find one of those. They don't create them anymore. We have to watch them in videos or syndication. So we're going to boycott the lies. If all they want to show from our community is Power Book with, and don't get me wrong, all right? We're more than that. We got to boycott the lies. Not just our own people, but theirs too. Stop sitting down watching all of the Real Housewives or whatever. God damn it, go get a job, ladies. Stop. And then we want to fund black-owned. I know Tyler been, missing in some things with whatever, but you got to admit, we got to support black. Put some pressure on him to start telling our true stories. Okay, real history. Now that we know Cat Williams done bought him a military base up there in Fort McClellan, let's see what we can do to support these people putting out truth by putting our black dollars to black producers. All right? Fund black owned. And that is how we are going to what? Regain our narrative. We're going to tell a truth that Hollywood refuses. All right? That lady told you.